Mosquitoes are the worst. The diseases they can carry, like West Nile, kill millions of people around the world. In this country, we have chemicals to fight back.
I just want whatever works. Just get off me bugs. Don't want any part of that.
As long as it's safe. You don't want to put something on it. If it gives you cancer, you're cool with that, as long as the mosquitoes
As long
die.
as I don't get bit, I'm good.
All right, well, I want to verify this. When it comes to the fight against mosquitoes, what's better, natural or chemical? Let's start with chemicals. Communities across America fight mosquitoes by spraying large areas with insecticide. The most common chemicals are called pyrethroids. The EPA says they pose no risk to people, but they're sprayed at night because they can hurt birds and other insects. Now the city of Garland, Texas is trying something even less toxic.
What is this?
This is Vectobac WDG. So we'll just turn it on, power on your left thumb there.
This demonstration is using just water, but the idea here is to mist the compound up into the air and let it settle down into backyards. This spray is how Garland plans to help manage a citywide problem. Kill mosquitoes in their larva stage before they even hatch. The EPA says this approach poses no risk to people and no risk to the environment.
You know, the way I think about mosquitoes in my house is I just want to kill the ones that are at my house or keep them off my skin. How do you guys think about mosquitoes?
Well, the mosquitoes aren't really bound by fences or yards or even city limits or anything like that. We do have to protect people from each other's mosquitoes.
And then I just put my arm in there and watch them go. They're sucking blood.
This guy with his arm covered in mosquitoes is Steve Moore.
They're not letting go.
He makes a bold claim about his plant-based repellents.
So this is actually the most effective mosquito repellent in the world. You're not going to find any other natural products that come close.
In this test, your product is 94% effective at 2 hours.
At 2 hours.
So that's pretty good.
That's very good. That's very good. That puts it in the top percentage of all products.
How does he know that? Well, Steve personally tests his repellents, and he invited me to come along.
Okay, so here we go. Hey, dinner's here. Come and get it. Oh my gosh.
Steve is out there trying to get mosquitoes to come out and bite him.
No bugs turned up tonight on Steve's hunt, but I'm starting to see what he's doing doesn't follow the strict protocols of a laboratory. It's just one guy testing his own products on himself.
I'm watching your methods and I'm thinking, like, how could somebody replicate your test to validate your work? Nothing is controlled.
Well, the control is, first of all, because I've done this hundreds of times, so it's consistency that we're looking for. You can replicate it all in a lab, but guess what? That doesn't help you in the real world.
Yeah, so he's saying that these natural compounds he's using are the best.
Yeah, even better than chemicals.
Yeah, so let's find out if that's true. I would think there'd be a lot of research on chemicals.
This is a set of EPA protocols.
Now I'm with Dr. Mike Merchant, an insect expert with Texas A&M. And I want to know, how effective are repellents made from plants?
Do we know if they work?
Not necessarily. And a lot of these products have some insecticidal properties, but how good are they? That's not really addressed by the current system.
The current system works like this. There's a long list of EPA-approved insecticides reviewed for both human safety and effectiveness. Almost all are man-made, though there are a few natural, like lemon oil of eucalyptus. But what about DEET, a chemical people really worry about? Well, it's on the safe and effective list.
What about DEET? Is DEET safe?
Most consumers can use DEET with absolute confidence that it's not only going to be very effective for them, but it'll be safe to use.
And that goes for kids too. The American Academy of Pediatrics says 10 to 30% DEET is safe for kids who are more than 2 months old. But there's one more thing. The EPA has this list of 45 natural ingredients that are exempt from regulation. That's what's in all the natural products, even though they're not tested for effectiveness against mosquitoes.
When you're out in the backyard with your kids, you don't want to just say, well, maybe this will protect my child. You want something that has some scientific clout behind it, that it really works.
So when it comes to the fight against mosquitoes, what's better? Those 45 natural ingredients or the chemicals on the EPA's list? Well, on the one hand, we learned that all of them are considered safe. But on the other hand, if you want to make sure that your repellent is effective, then you got to go with the chemicals. If you've got something you want verified, send me an email.